Hey all, my name is Alex McBride and welcome to my channel. So I am going to try to post every single Monday now. Call it Mondays with Alex, and I just hope to, whatever I'm doing that week, whether it's cooking or thrifting or whatever, just to end on an encouraging note or something to challenge you in your week. And that's kind of my goal moving forward. What I've really found with this vlog is I am a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer at my day job, on the side, volunteer, whatever. Eat, sleep, breathe, design. Like, that's what I do. But with this vlog, I have found that it's a huge creative outlet for me because I don't have to do this for anyone. It's just for me. I get to experiment however I want with editing styles, camera angles, transitions, whatever it may be. Just learning and growing in this, and something fun and I just get to do for myself, and so that's what I found about doing this vlog that I really enjoy. So even if you don't get anything out of these videos, I definitely do, and that's okay. So this week I'm going to be talking about Whole30. I did Whole30 in January, from January 1st to January 30th, and I am done. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. If you haven't watched my other videos where I talk about it a little bit more, Whole30 is basically just eat meat, fruit, and vegetables for like 30 days. That's all you have. I enjoy doing Whole30 because how I feel on it, but at the end, I'm just ready for some, pizza or like pretty much any, like even honey, like, cause you can't even have honey in a Whole30. But I'm about just over a week after Whole30, and I can tell you, I definitely noticed some things about how I feel, and how the foods that aren't Whole30 affect me now versus before. I noticed some of these things when I was on Whole30 in 2019, in July, but now, because it's the second time around, I noticed even more things. So I'm just kind of going over that. But the first thing is, so like the day after I finished Whole30, I definitely was craving everything and probably shouldn't have gone to the grocery store just after finishing Whole30. Not a smart move. It's like going to the grocery store when you're hungry, you kind of just buy everything. That's kind of what happened. But the things that I found is, one, I felt more dehydrated. Even though I was drinking the same amount of water I was when I was on Whole30, now that I reintroduced complex carbs like rice and other grains and things like that, I realized I needed more water. I don't have any science to back this up, but it made me think. I was like, well, if fruits and vegetables have a lot of water in them, just naturally, the foods that don't have a lot of water in them naturally, does that mean that you need more water? Anyways, our bodies are like 60% water or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers. You can ask my mom though. She's a personal trainer and degree in nutrition, so she knows all the things. But I found that I was more dehydrated after not having a strict fruit and veggie meat type diet. So that's definitely something I'll have to make sure I'm better at, is just drinking more water. You're supposed to have at least half your body weight of water every day, but based on how I felt, I'm having a lot of pastas and stuff, I probably should drink more than that. All right, number 2, I don't sleep as well. I found that, probably because I ate some kind of garbage food afterwards because I was so excited to not be on Whole30. I just couldn't sleep as well. The food felt heavy in my stomach, even if it was just I had some bread or something. It just felt like a rock in my stomach, and then I couldn't sleep well. And whereas when I was on Whole30, I was sleeping so well towards the end, getting really great rest. Even if I didn't sleep as many hours, I woke up feeling refreshed the next day. So maybe I just need to eat a lot more vegetables. probably. And number 3. So this I definitely noticed the first time I was on Whole30 is how food affects my muscle tension in my body. So my whole life I've had like kind of chronic muscle knots just because, life's stressful. But that's how I internalize my stress, and so I frequently have really bad muscle knots. One thing I noticed the first time I was on Whole30 is that I was not having like hardly any muscle knots, like in my neck, in my shoulders, like at all. I didn't notice it though until I had some meat that technically was Whole30 approved, but it was a little on the greasier, like oily side, even though it used like oils that were Whole30 approved. I noticed after I ate it that the next morning, my neck, like I had really bad muscle knots. And at first I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But then I did it a second time and it was the same exact thing that happened. I was like, oh my gosh, the food I'm eating is causing stress in my body. And that was like mind blowing to me. And so this time around, like after Whole30, I definitely noticed that I have way more muscle tension in just the week after being done with Whole30, which is kind of insane to me. If I like foods, I'm gonna eat it, but trying to really have a diet and lifestyle that doesn't make me feel sick, doesn't cause me unnecessary stress in my body, portion controls and whatnot, because, excuse me, sir. So moving forward, I obviously am not gonna do like Whole30 for like my whole life, because that would be so miserable. I could not do that. But I don't think I could even really do paleo, which is essentially Whole30, but you can have natural sugars like honey and cane sugar and stuff like that. I don't think I could do that either. I could try to kind of have that as the base, but I really like sushi, and I wouldn't be able to have sushi if I was doing paleo, and I really like pad thai. I couldn't have pad thai either because it's rice noodles. So I'm not gonna restrict myself just because I'd be miserable. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna make conscious choices and intentional choices about what I'm putting in my body, just because I do want to enjoy. I enjoy food. I enjoy tasting different foods, trying new foods. And if I did, Whole30 really strict all the time, I would be miserable. And the most important thing you can do is just make conscious choices and intentional choices. And it's not going to look the same for everyone, because everyone's health journey is unique to them, because everyone has their own unique DNA and how food and exercising and all of that impacts their body and how it works with their genetics and all that fun stuff. And what works for one may not work for another. But being intentional, that works for everyone. So before I go, I do want to give you a little bit of encouragement for the week. A fellow friend posted this week on Instagram. I'll go ahead and put her Instagram tag below. But she posted how we need to be stewards to our body for your health, and that really resonated with me, and especially because stewardship is kind of one of the words I want to incorporate this year. And it was just a reminder that stewarding doesn't look like just your financials or your time. It looks like your health too. And so finding what ways work for you, whether it's going to the gym or riding your bike or just walking or whatever works for you, do that. And like I said, everyone's health journey is unique to them because of their genetics and just their personality too. Like, I hate running. I hate it. I could not do that as my form of exercise. I would hate myself. But my brother Jacob, he loves to run. That's like his preferred method of working out, and he can do that, and I can go do my thing, and we're both working on our health goals. And so That's just kind of the word of encouragement I have for you today. This has been Mondays with Alex. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you real soon.